Today I was working on a session by Ra in the Law of One, and it reminded me of a time during my first dark night of the soul. And I wanted to share that with you because it came up again during my yoga class this evening, and the thought feels so uplifting and light and loving that I just really want to give this bit of love out. So what happened was, I felt at the time of that first dark night, and at that time I knew nothing about spirituality or that I was going through any kind of spiritual alchemical process or anything of the sort. I knew nothing of that. I just knew that I was suffering. And I remember feeling like this abandoned, abused dog that was left starving on the street, and having this sincere desire for some dog-loving person to find me and slowly nurse me back to health. You know how when you would find an abused, abandoned dog on the street, you wouldn't just abruptly reach out to him and make him come with you, because you know that he's injured and he needs a gentle touch. So you might give him a little snack to warm him up and slowly make your way into stroking his head, and then eventually, as you befriend him, he trusts you a little, and then you take him with you. I felt like I wanted and needed that kind of touch, that I deeply desired somebody external to myself to find me and give me little treats so that I wouldn't bite. And if I did bite, they'd understand, but they'd take their time to nurse me back to health, to love me back to health. But you know, that person never came. And I waited for a long time, I hoped for a long time, because at the time I didn't know how to save myself. I soon realized that nobody was coming, and around the same time I was introduced to all of the spiritual work and these metaphysical concepts and tools that I now teach, and I started practicing them on myself. And I noticed that they gave some relief, and eventually, I became that person. I refer to it in my book as becoming my own superhero. I became my own superhero and I saved myself. But the reason that I make this recording this evening is because that love that I so deeply desired from somebody else, that unconditional love, that gentle, nurturing love, came flowing out of me this evening in a direction that seemed nonsensical. So this nonsensical love came flowing out of me. As I taught my yoga class, my students were in a twist, and so nobody had their eyes on me, but I could not stop smiling because I was overcome with that love, but not just toward myself anymore. This time it was moving in the direction of where I thought it shouldn't be moving in the direction of. But my heart just cracked and blasted wide open, and the love that I'd wished was granted to me was granted externally. And this all took place in my heart. You know, nothing needed to, and still it feels nothing needs to be expressed in the direction that this love moved in. However, the love was present, it was surprising, it was whole, it was nurturing, and it was completely without attachment and without expectation, without desire, without hope. It was just a pure, loving, nurturing, complete and whole love. And so I make this recording as an invitation to you to maybe give the love that you deeply desire to somebody else that really needs it. That the angel that you hope and pray will come into your life, that you be that angel to somebody who may or may not be hoping to be saved, or even under the impression that they can be. But that you be that light anyway. And before I close up this recording, I just want to highlight that this can happen internally or externally. It's the same way as saying a prayer. Is that we send healing energy and love from inside of our own hearts. But if you feel called to take that action externally, then you listen to that call. I'm going to leave it there, and I wish you all the most peaceful sleep and a beautiful night and gentle rest. And I'll see you on the next one. Namaste.